the 7-minute, 30-second performance of Jack White and Eminem at halftime of the Lions-Packers game. It was awesome. 7 minutes and 30 seconds of pure musical majesty. Jack White comes out with a track from his new album. It's called That's How I'm Feeling. It might as well be from any era, Jack White, White Stripes, whatever. It was unbelievable. Great song. Right there, I'm like, this is good. I'm good. I haven't heard rock music at a halftime show since I was a teenage boy. Like, I'm happy. This is great. This is good. Jack White rocks. This guy's awesome. Detroit, perfect. And then all of a sudden, he pivots to a different song, Hello Operator, from an old album, from the Style album. That's from 2000. I'm like, all right, interesting choice. I was thinking, go a different route here. Okay. And then all of a sudden, one verse in, he announces Eminem. Eminem emerges from the ground and raps Till I Collapse over Jack White singing Hello Operator with the band. Unbelievable. Till I Collapse is from 2002. Hello Operator's from 2000. And both of them are meshing the music together. I was blown away by this. I'm like, this is like a musical moment. This is like Marvin Gaye singing the national anthem in '83, or Whitney Houston at the Super Bowl in '90. I'm like, is anyone else watching this? I'm texting my friends, like, this is incredible. Then Eminem says farewell, and then he just does Seven Nation Army with the Lions cheerleaders, and he's amazing. Rocked. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Incredible. This comes just weeks after the White Stripes were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I'm like curious. I'm like, how'd this all come to be? This is great. I reach out to the Lions. It turns out Rod Wood, the president of the Lions, reached out to Paul Rosenberg and Marshall Mathers, who of course is Eminem, and said, hey, the NFL does the Super Bowl halftime show. Why don't you guys be the musical directors and the curators of our halftime shows for Thanksgiving? So it's not just this year, but 2026 and 2027, they signed a 3-year deal. And Eminem and Paul Rosenberg, who's his longtime producer, partner, manager, whatever his deal is, he's the business side of all of it. He's been with him forever. 2 of those guys are going to be picking the musical acts, but Jack White and Eminem, a tribute to Detroit. Awesome. And this is not a commentary on Kendrick Lamar or Bad Bunny or Charlie Puth or whoever else. It was just cool to see a little rock and roll at a halftime show, and I enjoyed it. It was great. Player of the week for this week, we go to a game that happened in Pittsburgh that was a huge win for the Buffalo Bills, a huge road win. I could almost say a season-saving win in many ways for the Buffalo Bills, and a demoralizing loss for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The player of the week is James Cook, the running back for the Buffalo Bills. TJ Watt after the game says, I don't think I've ever been in a game where one team ran the same play, over and over and over again. Turns out they ran that same running play, and someone did the numbers 29 different times. Just ran it straight up, off tackle. There you go. Up the gut. There it is. James Cook, 29 times. He had 35 touches for 177 scrimmage yards, and he had 144 rushing yards. The Bills are alive. James Cook is worth every penny of that contract. He is our player of the week. And the sports media winner of the week is Marty Smith. Marty Smith thought he was going to have a regular Thanksgiving, maybe work the Egg Bowl, maybe do a little college game day stuff, and then, see his family. No. Marty Smith was on it this weekend. The Lane Kiffin story was the biggest story in sports, and Marty Smith was the journalist on the ground doing everything it possibly had to take to get the job done. Marty Smith is our sports media winner of the week, and if you didn't hear how Marty Smith got one of the most exclusive and best interviews you'll see this year with Lane Kiffin on the tarmac right before the plane goes off, take a listen to him telling our guy Pat McAfee about what it took and that little van that he called the loaf of bread that got him there.
And I had been given at the Birmingham airport Thanksgiving night this conversion van.
Yeah.
Now, y'all, this ain't no minivan.
No.
This is like a 16-person.
Oh, yeah.
It's like driving a loaf of bread. And I'm going to tell you something now. I've been getting my balls busted constantly about that by everybody in the world for driving that loaf of bread. But you know what? God is so good.
Yes, he is.
If I didn't have that van, in that chaotic moment where we're running to get Lane Kiffin, there's no way I can fit my whole crew, all the cameras, all the gear in one vehicle. But I had the loaf of bread. All right. So we all get in the loaf of bread, and Lane is basically giving me the play-by-play on where he is. And we're wheeling this van.
That's right.
And we take a left. And when we take a left off this highway, there is all these fire trucks that have blocked off the road.
Oh, no.
There's firemen blocking the road. Well, I said, to hell with it. We're Bo Duking this thing.
Hell yeah.
What?
So there's a field that I drove around the barricade, through all of this farm equipment. The van's bottoming out. We're bombing this thing through ditches, over the hill and through the woods to this road. And then I mat this van all the way up on top of the hill to the tarmac area. And there he stood, laughing his ass off. So he saw the whole thing.
I'll give you an interview.
And he's on the phone, and he's like, bro, you really are Scooby-Doo. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
I love it. Marty Smith, hats off to you, doing what it takes to get the interview. It was a damn good interview as well.